Привет, товарищи! Welcome to my channel. Today I'm here with Sasha. He's a knife throwing expert, and we're going to be teaching you how to throw a knife the Russian Red Army style. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that.
Для того, чтобы правильно произвести бросок, нож находится в противоположной руке. Противоположная нога носком вперед носит к мишени. Корпусом тела. Вот мы кидаем. Переносим тяжесть. Вот. Для уверенности можно вытянуть руку в сторону мишени. Дальше идет замах. Он идет от плеча и бросок. Вот это расположение ножа в мишени можно считать самым идеальным броском.
This is the most ideal way to throw a knife. Whenever you're throwing it, make sure it's nice and perpendicular to the target. This is the correct way. This is Of course, Sasha is making this look very easy. He's throwing these knives like a machine. But in fact, this is actually pretty hard. Knife throwing requires a lot of skill, a lot of practice. Some pointers that he's given me as far as my throwing skills, which by far are not perfect by any means. I'm not even going to embarrass myself showing you guys how much I suck at knife throwing. But a couple pointers that he's been showing me is, when you're holding the knife, make sure that you're not clinching on the blade. There has to be some space for movement. That knife has to be able to move fairly easily without you grabbing it. Because if you're trying to torque up on this knife, you're gonna affect the flight pattern and you're gonna make your knife miss the target. As you guys can see, I'm no knife throwing expert, but after about 2 hours of practicing, I'm actually fairly confident that I know the basics of this. So if you guys have free time and you got an extra knife or blade that you can go and throw around, it doesn't matter if it gets a little banged up or scratched up, I urge you, go ahead outside and do it. It's actually a very good skill to have. Now keep in mind, if your knife is the last piece of defensive equipment that you have left, by all means, do not throw it away, don't throw it at a target hoping to hit it. Retain that knife. Now, if you have a secondary knife, go ahead for that knife throwing attack if you can. Whenever you're practicing your knife throwing, make sure that you get the release down perfect. Whenever you know when to release, that's whenever your power and accuracy begins to build. It's the same thing as throwing a baseball or a football. You gotta know the lineup and where you're gonna let go. Otherwise, you're always gonna be throwing your knife off to the side. If you're trying to power it, left or right, remember, work on the release and you got it. Another good thing to keep in mind is safety glasses. There's a very high chance of ricochet of the knife coming back and hitting you in the leg or somebody else. So keep in mind.
Ребята, помните, что метание ножа — это спорт. Для того, чтобы добиться нужных результатов постоянных, нужны долгие и упорные тренировки.
Remember guys, knife throwing is just like a sport. You need a lot of practice and you need correct, consistent practice to do this correctly. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. Go ahead and like, comment down below, share this video. I would really appreciate that. And I would enjoy having your company next time. Пока-пока.
Всего хорошего.